Hey, this is Awais with Open Trader, and this is the market analysis and outlook video being shot on the evening of Tuesday, November 13th. Our last video was shot on the evening of November 7th, and the main idea that we had heading into the next few days was that we were bearish on the market and we were expecting ES to establish new lows. That played out pretty well the following day, and we can see that the S&P broke below 1384 and actually put in low at 1372.5. Following that, in the overnight session, we actually got a push down to the open gap at 1363.5, which attracted responsive buying, and we can see that the following day on Friday we had a pretty linear move up in the first part of the day. But bigger picture, since we've broken below a balance area and we are bearish and sellers are in control, we are looking to sell any bounces back into resistance. So we can see that at 1388, it was the VPOC from the prior day that attracted responsive sellers, and we got some nice movement off the 1388 level on Friday. Now, ever since then, the S&P has been balancing within a range, but overall, sellers remain in control. Any bounces are being sold into pretty aggressively. We can see that at this point we have heavy acceptance at 1378. And over the next few days, we're expecting a move away from 1378. So we're looking for a directional move away from 1378. We're using the 1376 to 1378 area as a bull-bear zone to establish directional bias. And we realize that bigger picture, sellers remain in control. So holding below 1376 to 1378 would bring some of these lower levels into play. Primarily the open gap at 1363.5, and then below that we'd be looking for a gap fill at 1355 and the naked VPOC at 1352.75. Now these are also support levels that we're going to use to see if responsive buyers enter the market over here and push price back up towards the 1365 to 1370 area. But so far we haven't seen a capitulation move down. Every push into the 1360 to 70 range has been bought up pretty aggressively. So at this point, our overall bias short term is neutral, and we're watching how price reacts at 1376 to 1378. If we fail there and we hold below it, then the expectation would be for a directional move down to the 1363.5 gap and potentially lower. If we start breaking and holding above 1378, then that would tell us that we're getting some aggressive responsive buying in the market, and holding above 1378 would open the door for a test of the 1390 to 92 area, and then above that the high volume node at 1396.75. The first move up outside of this range, outside of this immediate, let's say 1367 to 88 range, will probably be met with some aggressive selling, because bigger picture, sellers are in control. We have broken below balance. So the first push up towards 1396.75 or 1400, if it materializes, will likely be met with selling. And above that we have the high volume node at 1406.5, which was the composite VPOC of the prior balance area that we broke down from. So that's an important level to keep in mind in the event that we get a move back up. Now, there are some economic reports out tomorrow and Thursday which could serve as a catalyst for a directional move. So we'll see how price reacts at 1378 and take it from there. But if we had to pick a side right now, we would say that sellers have more edge, and we could still revisit that 1363.5 level, and we're still looking for a capitulation move. The only thing that gives us some caution is that aggressive buying that we've been seeing in the 1360 to 70 range. But aside from that, everything else is pointing to more downside to come. So let's see how it plays out around 1378 and take it from there. So those are ideas heading into the next few days. Let's see how ES plays out, and we'll catch you in the next market analysis and outlook video.